Scott. I am the operations manager here at Milestone. So it started for us really Saturday night when our plumber that was on call just got tons of phone calls of basements flooding and sump pumps and backups. And he actually contacted me on Sunday morning, and I helped him weed through calls on Sunday all day, and we took names and phone numbers to call people back on Monday and get people scheduled as fast as we could. And that entire week was kind of a blur of sump pumps, water heaters, and sewer backups. The team put in a lot of hours that week, actually a couple weeks in a row. And there was zero complaining and just a lot of teamwork of let's all just put our boots on and get to work and get this done and do what we need to do to help the people in our community the best that we can as fast as we can. So just by the team coming together like that, we wanted to show our appreciation to our team and our team's family and friends for helping get through that time by doing a little celebration on a Friday. We got a food truck and we just all kind of hung out for a little bit in the morning to kind of take a breath finally and relax. So we did kind of a twofold thing. Here's a little bit extra for you, and then here's a pay it forward type of gift. So for example, if your church or if your neighbor was really affected, those were two examples that we had. One of our employees, their neighbor had a really bad flood and was going through a hard time, and that person gave that money to them. A couple of the guys gave it to their churches because the churches had a lot of their members that were affected by the flood that really needed some help. So just a good way to pay it forward and get the team involved with that process too. A friend of mine, he just had a new baby and he works for a restoration company, and he was working, I think he told me he worked 17 days straight without a break, and those were 10 to 12 hour days. So brand new baby at home and a flood and just craziness at work. He deserved a little something extra for him and his wife to go have a nice dinner.
My name is Michael Reese, and my position is a pre-apprentice in the shop. I feel like I was pretty impressed with kind of the team as a whole, because I felt like I saw everybody working really hard that week. That week was pretty long for everybody. So the office, the plumbers out in the field, and then us guys in the shop. It was a crazy situation. We were able to work through it day by day, the couple weeks, and then eventually, as things started to slow down, we came back together. So Jess gave us a pay it forward, and she talked about how it was supposed to be used for a donation, and I chose to take mine to the Humane Society, and because I really love animals, and I'm guessing that they had a lot of trouble with the flooding and water.
Hi, my name is Charlie Earl, and I'm the field operations manager at Milestone. So my neighbor was walking his dog down the street. Me and him had a conversation. He also had a really bad flood in his basement. He just had surgery on his shoulder, so he was kind of not moving around very well. He's got two little kids. Just didn't seem like he was in a really good place. So it was pretty obvious to me that cash could probably help them out. So I did give it to them. He started crying in the street. I'm like, okay, this was a good decision. This was a good place for this money to go. So a couple days later, he showed up at the door. Him and his wife made us cookies as a thank you. So it was a really super special kind of neighbor to neighbor relationship. So very cool.
Hi, my name is Tyler Sly. I'm a third-year apprentice for Milestone Plumbing. So for the team, Milestone leadership announced a couple weeks after the flood that coming up within the next couple months, they were going to have a food truck outside of our shop in the mornings before we all go to our jobs to kind of have a late start, sit down and enjoy a meal with the team. So that was very cool to have, that experience. The leadership also, they gave us each $50 to donate to a cause related to the flood, just to kind of help out different communities, help out, where they were affected or in areas that they live. It was very cool to live in Tosa and then to be able to donate and help out people also living in Tosa. Where I live, we were up on the hill, so we stayed dry, but to, being on the service side of things and seeing just how many houses in Tosa that were affected, so to be able to donate and help out the people in my community was very meaningful.